So the reason I wanted to speak to you, because we had an email from somebody in your fan club, and the thing is about Shakatak is a lot of people in this country just think of you as a kind of like almost like a pop band from the 80s. However, I know for a fact that you're still huge, but in other parts of the world, aren't you? You're doing amazing things, particularly in Japan.
Well, this is the thing. Everybody thinks that we've been away when we haven't. You know, we're often asked to do lots of revival shows, sort of go back to the 80s and bands getting back together again, and we refuse to do them because we've never actually been away. England is very vain sometimes. They think that if you're not around in the UK doing stuff that you don't exist anymore, but we in fact tour 3 or 4 different countries a year, and quite a lot of Eastern Bloc countries, quite a lot of Europe, but mainly Japan, South Africa. Where else have we been? Down to Asia quite a few times. So every year we have a run of overseas gigs. You know, we're always completely busy. In fact, we're off to Japan in May to do, I think it's our 34th return trip there. So I think with the Japanese, their taste in music, it's not as erratic as the UK. They're very loyal, and they're very jazz based, and they're very happy to accept older bands as well, same as a lot of Europe is, and I think that's what keeps us going out there. It's just the loyalty and the fact that we do prioritise them and make quite a big deal of, you know, the album is made in Japan, and really, you know, it's been our main market for the whole of 31 years. 31 years, my God.
That's ridiculous, isn't it? Ridiculous. It's funny to think, though, isn't it, really, that, as I say, in this country, sadly, a lot of people have kind of forgotten about Shakatak, and you say Shakatak, and they're going to be sort of back to sort of the early 1980s with songs like Night Birds and Easier Said Than Done and Down on the Street, which are the songs that we sort of know and love you for in this country. Do you still do those ones as well when you're out and about?
Oh God, you have to. Yes, of course you do. They feature very heavily in the set. I mean, we do try. It's great because every year we're doing a new album, new material. I think we'd go crazy if we just did the hits time and time again. I don't think I'd be happy in that situation. It's nice to do fresh new stuff, but we obviously do Night Birds, Down on the Street, Dark as the Night, Easier Said Than Done, the faves. You have to do them. You'd be crucified if you didn't.
Sunday Night Soul on Wave 105.
I know as well. I'm just looking at. I've just been going through my collection when I realised that we were going to speak into it. I've dug out one of your CDs from 1994, which is still going back a little bit. And you had some amazing musicians on the Full Circle album that came on and played with you. I mean, people like Ronnie Laws and Don Grusin and Lonnie Liston Smith. How did you get involved with guys like that? And do you still sort of have contact with people of that ilk?
That too was not a directive, but we were certainly influenced by the Japanese sales and the Japanese interest in jazz greats. And at that particular time, we had people on board that were a little bit adventurous. Like Nigel Wright was involved with us at that time, and he said, he was quite a cheeky kind of guy, and he said, well, if you want this guy to sing on your album, I'm just going to call him now. I'm going to call the management team. So we sat in the studio and went through some greats that we all admire, and literally just called them out of the blue, and our people spoke to their people, and it all came together, and it was a fantastic experience. It was the same as the Al Jarreau connection. It literally was, oh hi, we're Shakatak, do you want to sing a number? Yes, send us the song and we'll see if we'll do it. And it was just a bit of jumping in the dark and coming up with results.
By day, let's take it all a little at a time. When you're having a good time and everything just seems to go your way, look back on the bad times and pretty soon you'll find you'll have to say,
one moment we're here together
for all the world to see.
You turn around and it's gone forever.
I don't wanna stop,
So let's give it all we got.
let's take it all a little at a time.
Day by day,
Don't ever think of what you left behind.
didn't anyone tell you
The chances often come and pass you by.
in so when the loving is in you,
Appreciate that moment in your life.
hey, one moment we're here together.
For all the world to see.
We'll turn around and it's gone forever. I don't wanna stop, so let's give it all we got.
By day, let's take it all a little at a time.
Day
By day, don't ever think of what you left behind.
Yes, one moment we're here together.
For all the world to see.
Turn around and it's gone forever.
I don't wanna stop,
So let's give it all we got.
let's take it all a little at a time.
I'll step for you, baby.
Don't ever think of what you left behind. We take it day by day. Let's
Take it back and we can make it all the way. Take it back and we can make it all the way, girl.
Don't ever think of what you left behind.
Take it.
Sunday Night Soul on Wave 105.
I think we'd like to do the same, certainly. That we'd like to use that angle again, have various different friends doing some nice stuff on some future albums.
And of course, you did. Looking back at that album as well, you're not averse to doing songs that other people have sort of originally done in the first place. And Brazilian Love Affair was the one that immediately sort of springs to mind from that particular album. I mean, are you happy still to do other people's material as well?
Well, funny you should say that. On the forthcoming album, which is out in the UK the end of summer, I think early autumn, we've done a cover of Coldplay, Trouble.
Have you?
Believe it or not. Yeah. I know it sounds bizarre, and once again, that was we've got a great relationship with JVC in Japan, and we were discussing things with them, and he said, sometimes it's nice to do a respectful tribute to huge artists, and we all kind of liked a lot of the stuff that they do. We knocked a few ideas around and came up with this one, and it fits this really well. It just seems to. It just seems to fit. Well, you'll see when you hear the album. It's kind of like we did when we did Brazilian Love Affair. When we played it, a lot of people thought it was ours anyway.
Did they?
So, yeah. think so. So, who are we to disillusion them?
In the morning, on the beach there, people gather to meet the sunshine with open arms, reaching for heaven with open hearts and open minds. I found a lover by the seaside, sexy brown skin and haunted eyes. Time keeps passing, but no one cares. Life for living is the thing there. Be yourself, be in Bahia and in Rio, in Sao Paulo, in Brasilia, sandy beaches, cooling breezes, sexy women calling to you, for you
Sunday Night Soul on Wave 105.
What about the lineup of the band? Because as you say, it's sort of 31, 32 years now. Obviously, you're still on vocals. Is it still the original lineup completely as it was?
It's the same. There's George Anderson, Roger Odell, Bill Sharp, and myself are the original members of Shakatak. Keith Winter was the original guitarist, but he hasn't played with us for many years now. And we use a chap called Alan Wormald and a singer called Jackie Hicks. But they vary too. They come along for some shows, some tours, but it's generally the four of us are the original members. Yeah, the hard-standing old people.
So, are you going to be touring in this country? Have you got any plans to do anything back in the UK?
Well, there are a few bits. I mean, if there are fans out there, get onto the Shakatak website and you'll see we post things very early. But we still do. We call them sort of promotional gigs in London. We do these the Jazz Club, Soho Pizza Jazz Club in London. We do a week there, and it's great because everybody flies in, and we do a lot of merchandise, a lot of signing, and a lot of milling with the audience, and it's good fun, that one. And we do a couple up I think we're doing some in Manchester, but really on the website gives you the dates and all the bits and pieces we do here. But no, there is no massive tour here. There won't be, I don't think, until things change in the UK, and we have some bigger success with our albums here. But no, it's bits and pieces, as I say, all on the website.
I'm just looking at shakatak.com, and I've say you've got the next UK shows at the Jazz Club in Soho, down in Dean Street, and then you're flying off to Osaka, aren't you?
The next day, yeah. Going straight from the gig, so not too much booze that night.
Absolutely. So I can tell, you know, I get the feeling from speaking to you, you're still absolutely loving what you're doing, and maybe it's kind of nice that you can almost have a little bit of semi-obscurity in this country, because you can just kind of relax and do your own thing now.
Well, it's good. Yes, it's good. I mean, the days of being on Top of the Pops, that sort of thing, they have gone. But it would be nice to have a bigger touring schedule in the UK. But it just don't seem to be equipped for a band of our level, because we're not a stadium band anymore. You know, it's logistically not suitable here in this country. It would be nice to do more here, even though it's nice to be back here, as you say, laying low. That's why when you said you were going to call me on Skype, I was freaking out, because I thought, if it's in Vision, I need some major work. Get back to the hotel, put my rollers in, you know. So.
Oh dear. So, how much time do you actually get to spend in Sardinia then?
Well, it varies. You know, I come back for bits and pieces, and so I come back to do something on the album. Although most of the album I've done down there. As I say, I've got a studio set up there, so I've done a lot of the vocals and a lot of bits and pieces down there. But I've come back to go over to Bill's studio to do some finishing on a couple of things, and that's why I'm here, and also see my children, my boys. So I mean, I'd like to stay down there longer, but there's work to be done. I can't retire yet, not yet.
I'll tell you what, it doesn't sound like a bad lifestyle you got going on there.
Oh no, it's pretty cool. It's pretty nice. Yeah, and then back to. But as I say, I'm stuck in a hotel at Gatwick at the moment, which is it's nice, but it's a bit grey and bleak at the moment.
Jill, it's been lovely to talk to you. We are big Shakatak fans here at Wave 105, so best of luck with everything you do, and thanks for coming on and having a chat with us tonight.
It's my pleasure, absolute pleasure.
Dark is the night.
Sunday Night Soul on Wave 105.